Okay, I'll have to come across here. I'm going to be in your way if you want to move around. Okay, nice portraits. However, there's not a lot of eye contact apart from this little the girl actually looking up towards my face. He's turned away. It's a bit busy, so as to speak, and a bit of highlights down the right hand side that could be toned down a bit. Okay, I'm not going to be taking a lot of time on these because we have a lot to get through.
Stylish in blue.
Okay, one of the things with doing portraits, and I know some of you know how to do them, some of you think you know how to do them, some of you don't know how to do them, or don't know what they shouldn't do. One of the things in this image that should not be done is the face of the front under the arm. The reason why, can anybody tell me?
You can see a tattoo.
No. The underneath of the arm is lighter than the back. Okay, so when you look at your face will be dark, your back of your hand will be dark because it gets all the sun, but the underneath part stays out of the sun a lot, so it becomes a highlight. So as you can see, it's a lot lighter in here on this side than on this side. It's one of those little no-nos that you shouldn't do. Okay, otherwise quite nice.
Love on the chase.
Okay, I thought this was quite interesting except for the pose. The pose I thought is a bit way out. I would have liked to have seen his head looks like it's on a swivel. It's right over. Bring it back so it's straight up and down, up against her. Bring her arm and hand and put it, just rest it on the knee instead of leaning over. It's got some good things going for it, but it's got some bad things. So just little things like that make a big difference.
And my heart sings.
I found this is a little bit distracting in the fact that I wasn't actually drawn into the boy. I assume it's a boy. Yeah, make it here?
Yes, he's a boy.
He's a boy, right. I just wasn't too sure. I just find the bit of red at the top and the bottom has a tendency to pull me this way outside instead of being concentrating on the boy's face. I think if you had done a portrait of the boy himself without including the red, would have been a lot stronger. Sorry, my wife, and I don't know how to turn my phone off. Hopefully she won't ring me back. Right, next.
I miss them.
Again, one of the don'ts of portraiture to watch for is bare shoulders. They stand out, they become the obvious point. It's light skinned, so she's very white. With portraits I always try and get the person to wear a shirt with sleeves in it, or blouse or whatever, to cover that shoulder and never have it pointing towards you. The other part of this is this area at the back, a little bit light, a little bit distracting.
Mates.
Yeah, this has got a lot of good elements to it, except for the angle of the horse's head. It's so as if he's got hold of it and said, turn. It just doesn't look natural to me. You're seeing under his chin and his head has sort of been twisted around, but otherwise it's quite nice.
Dream on.
Does Grandma know that you took this?
She will.
Did she? Who owns this?
He's not
Hold
here
on.
tonight. He's
Not here tonight.
He must have known.
He must have known. All right, we'll move on then. If he's not here, I'm not going to crucify him.
On top of the world.
Is the owner of this here?
And he's got COVID.
Oh, gee. No one's here. When I saw this, I thought, what's that photo doing there? How did I get hold of my photo? I've got exactly the same shot as that taken in Canada, with the helicopter behind my son, who was over there jumping up just like that. And I thought, wow, deja vu, Tina. The same photo. Yeah, looked like what I'd taken in Canada with my son and our surfing photos.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, look, a nice holiday snap. Not what I'd call a people portrait sort of shot.
Winners are grinners.
This one's quite busy, but it does tell that story. Taken at the Commonwealth Games, I assume, that was held in the Gold Coast. The two teams, their flags around them, celebrating a win of the 4x100 relay, I'm guessing. Quite storytelling.
Bailey and Jesse James.
Is he your brother? Did Mum take this? Mum's been working with wedding people and that, hasn't she? Yeah, I guess so. It's a nice photo, but it doesn't portray a brother and sister.
No, they'd be throwing punches.
No, that's right. It portrays more of a boyfriend, girlfriend, wedding type thing, you know, that are very close. That feeling of intimacy, you know, where you've got them side by side, cheek to cheek. I don't think really suited them. Okay, this is my personal opinion. Okay, the rest of it's quite nice. I like the eye contact, the straight look, the shadows in there, the blurriness. You've got good tonal range even if you're having just a singlet type shirt on, but yeah, quite nice.
And that's a merit for Rochelle James.
I didn't knock you too hard.
No, you're right, go for it.
Hayley.
Okay. A couple of things about this. It's very hard to photograph people when you turn them so that you're photographing their back and getting to turn around. It's a difficult pose. The fact that she's got her dress covering her sleeve is good. She's got her hair, because if you move this hair away, you'll find that you'll get creases through the neck in a lot of the cases. So having a bit of hair on this side has taken that part of away from it. But there's two things that I find distracting. One is the hair around this side and going under her chin. What we used to refer to as granddad's beards, even on girls, you know, it was something that we tried to avoid. The other is the amount of stem of the bouquet or flower that's portraying at the bottom of her hand. They're probably the only two issues that I have with it. The eyes are probably, even when I look at it now, probably a little bit too far looking to the right and could have been brought back a little bit. I'm looking at you because I'm thinking that could be yours. It's yours?
That's a merit for Gail Bryant.
You do weddings? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there's a few points for you.
I wish I could ride.
Yeah, a nice storytelling photograph. It captures the cowboy outfit, the boy probably standing on the bottom rail, looking out to see what's going on with the bulls, the horses that are going to ride. Not a lot wrong with it, apart from this little bit up here I found was a little bit distracting. I would have liked to have seen it taken out or darkened. It just draws my attention away. They're just little things. Okay?
That's a merit for Jason Clark.